Yeah, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Nilla Zah back at you, y'all. Savas. Anyway, before I even get into what I want to talk about, which will be about that new shit that came out called Surviving R. Kelly. Well, it's new to me. A lot of people have been getting at me and asked me to cover this. So I'm going to go ahead and give you my point of view and what I think about it. But anyways, before I even get into that, first and foremost, shouts out to 1-2. They got a song called Supreme. The dude's out of the Shy is Mexicano. Go ahead and check him out. I'm going to drop that link to Brown Boy featuring Santi Jayy. They got a song called Vas A Pagar, which is in Spanish for the people that are bilingual. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna drop the link to that, to West Vallejo Tunes. They got shit called Put It on the Dub. I think it's the homies from upstate. They got from Young Flacs, Silent, and Joker. Spend time looking off a paper, and to Easy One. Got a song called Death Before Dishonor. So with that being said, I'm finna get into it. I will drop the links to all that for all the music that I put on here. It's on you whether you like it or not. I think everybody has a shot at it, and I am not biased. So wait and check them out when I drop the links. But anyways, I want to get into this shit about R. Kelly because why I laugh at it is for the simple fact that when I was on social media today, people had spoke on it, so I chose to make a comment on it because it is the Facebook page and it is social media. So when you put something on social media talking about something of this nature, of course, most people are gonna comment on it. So I put my comment and basically, not to slander the dude, but I just consider him trash. And the reason I consider him trash, because the dude, what was it, 2002, he faced like 14 counts of child pornography. So if that's not trash, I don't know what it is. And the only reason he got off that case is because they couldn't tell if the chick in the video was actually a minor, and the fact that when the case finally, it took 6 years for the case to go through. So when she finally did step into the court, all the jury saw was a grown woman, so they couldn't really picture her at the age she was, which was a child when that took place. So and also due to the fact that I guess her uncle said no, he don't think that's no. Actually, he didn't say he didn't think that was her. He said that that wasn't her, which was kind of funny because nobody else could tell. But you had her aunt saying that the dude had something that was her. You know what I mean? The whole reason why she brought the case up in the first place. But that's besides the point. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, the shit that is most funny to me is because it always goes back to the same thing. It's this coddling, these putting this shield over this guy. They did the same thing with Bill Cosby. Same shit. I was on social media, and I had aunts, I had uncles that felt like it was they were attacking another black man, and to certain people I would understand that, you know what I mean? But come on, this dude has had multiple fucking charges. Bill Cosby said himself that he gave them drugs. You know what I mean? And people tend to overlook that because I mean it's understandable. Dudes are in the spotlight. It is something positive for the race, but at the end of the day, we tend to shield these guys. Not me personally, because I had a different upbringing, so I see things from a different lens. But I notice in the culture, a lot of people tend to shield these guys, mostly for the fact that they're, black men that are high up in the media, and we kind of get pushed to the background. So I can understand that train of thinking, but it's time at some point for us to get to the point to where when motherfuckers are guilty of something, they're just guilty. 14 fucking counts on child pornography, and yet this dude still walks around and is praised as if he's a god. If you see this Surviving R. Kelly, you'll get an idea of exactly what it consists of. See, and I know people are gonna come on there and be like, "Hey, Zod, didn't you say, well, if you go to court and you get found guilty, it's pretty much you get away with it?" Well, yeah. When you're accused of something and you're found not guilty, I assume, I mean, morally, from my point of view, I'm gonna do my own research, and I'm gonna look at it from my angle, and I might still see the guy as guilty. But as far as like, if I was like one of those guys really reaching out to try to touch somebody, then I wouldn't touch him, because for the simple fact he got found out not guilty. But the simple fact that he did marry a 15-year-old, which was Aaliyah, which her mom says no, she was always there. But of course we know that she's in denial, but that's no disrespect towards her. But the fact that this dude continuously has problems of messing with underage women, and everybody kinds of overlooks it. You got shit being thrown out there in the media that he's a a musical genius. And don't get me wrong, I respect R. Kelly. Well, I don't respect him, but I respect his music. But I'm able to separate the difference. This is his music, which is good, and this is the human being, which is garbage. Because anytime you fuck with an underage girl, you're garbage. You know what I mean? If you're my age and you still need to go for somebody that's like 15 or 16, then you're just garbage. If you want to play it a little close, to get her at 18. You know what I mean? At least she's of age. But even that, I kind of avoid. You know what I'm saying? But this guy continuously, he has a pattern of fucking with underage children. It was already put out there in the media from people in his own camp. And these are not disgruntled employees, but this was put out in his own camp that this dude used to drive around a certain school with underage girls. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, people are just smutting this guy up. But at the end of the day, it all comes out to the end where people don't want to lay blame on certain people because what he is, you know what I mean? They did the same thing with Bill Cosby. A lot of my family felt like they were just attacking another black man. They felt the same about OJ, and then OJ got out and got right back with a white woman, and then everybody felt disrespected after that. You still had his hardcore fans who were like, oh, OJ, he was wrongly accused. The dude made books on the shit, you know what I mean? He was a woman beater and he made books on this shit. But people will still continue to give him chances because, oh, he's OJ. He broke, he's the juice. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it don't matter if he's black, green, yellow, whatever. The dude was guilty. And we all know it. It's just, people, they want to put blinders on just due to the fact that his status in the media, his status in this country, you know what I mean, and the fact that he was black, people tend to want to, give the benefit of the doubt, you know what I mean, but no, we all know that was bullshit. But like I said, this ain't about OJ or anybody else. This is about the fact that R. Kelly continues to skate by, and a lot of people continue to coddle him and call him genius and all this other shit. Look at, you can separate the music. It's like Michael Jackson. A lot of people felt like he was guilty. I didn't feel like he was guilty. I'm a Michael Jackson fan, so I can understand there's other people outside there that might say what they want to say. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, like I said, you will have your opinion. But as far as you going on social media and preaching basically the gospel about R. Kelly as if he was some type of saint, the dude was known to, mess with underage women. It's known. You know what I mean? It's a simple fact. This guy got a gang of money and people are not really giving a fuck about that. They're just figure I'm still gonna, if you go on social media right now, this is a hot button topic. All you're gonna hear is this guy is a genius, I'm still gonna bump his music, fuck the victim. You know what I'm saying? That's the key thing. A lot of people forget about the victim. They only think about the star and the fact that he is a star. He can be a star, he can be whatever, he's still a despicable human being if he has to fuck with, let's just cut out everything else. Let's just get rid of the, the 14 counts of child pornography that he fought. You know what I mean? Let's forget about all this shit that's in this surviving R. Kelly. I'm not even gonna get into it and tell you exactly what went into the story, but look it. Everybody will form their own opinion. In my opinion, the dude is no good. His music is good, very good. I respect his music. I don't respect him. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes down to it, that's just how it is. Now, I'm just going to get off him because everybody knows where R. Kelly's at. For the ones that want to play stupid, Aaliyah was 15 when he married her. You know what I'm saying? His fucking, signed the thing and faked her age. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, she was still 15 years old. Other people said that he saw him sleeping with her, but you can form your own opinion. This is my opinion, and this is why I'm putting it out here. And people ask me to state the obvious, that the fool is with the weird shit, and so I'm putting it out there. And this is no disrespect to anybody else, you know what I mean, but open it, take the blinders off your eye and realize that this guy is not a good person, you know what I mean. And it doesn't matter if he's black, he's still guilty, you know what I mean. OJ did his crime allegedly, but he's still guilty to me. You know what I'm saying? Bill Cosby did all these fucking crimes. He's guilty. It don't matter if he's black. Don't matter if he was a prominent black man that built 1 million colleges. He's still guilty. I don't give if he's Mexican. He's guilty. If he was Asian, he's guilty. It don't matter what race it is. People tend to put these race things up here. Everything has to be race based. Oh, he's black and he got attacked, or he's this and no. He was a human being, but let me take that back. Not a human being. Piece of crap. He did rapes. he got busted, he went to jail. And that's, people just got to learn to accept that and stop putting the race card on everything. You know what I mean? It's just, and that's literally what I got attacked for on social media. You just attack another black man. Like, look, I don't care what color it is. At the end of the day, if you have 14 counts of child molestation, I mean, not child molestation, child pornography, of course I'm going to say something about you. Now, whether you want to listen to what I say, that's entirely your choice. At the end of the day, you will make your choice according to the type of person that you are. You know, so you might be gullible and assume that everything, you know, is peachy cream, but you don't get that many charges. You know what, next, you know, there's going to be some conspiracists on my channel talking about they're trying to frame him. Like, for how many times are they trying to frame him? The dude is still out of jail, so obviously they're frame. If they want to frame you, it's going to stick. He's still out of jail. It don't matter how much money he got, he's still out of jail. Now, I'm not going to ruin the story for him and just end with that. It don't matter what race he is. He has all them charges. He should have been guilty. He wasn't guilty. So he's on the street scot-free. So that's all I want to say, for the people to take the blinders off your eyes and stop assuming just because somebody is one race that they're always going to be attacked, and stop coddling him. Stop, learn to reach outside the box, you know what I'm saying, and call it for what it is, and stop putting race on everything. Now, Drake. That's my favorite rapper, dude. My favorite rapper. I got back into listening to rap because of that dude right there. Now you got this. See, now I can't really say nothing about this dude. Some people say because he's half Jewish or something that he's going to get off this case, but he don't have no case. So I can't really say nothing about him. Now, people are like, why ain't I going at him? For one, they say she's 17. I don't know. I don't have her paperwork. He ain't convicted no crime. So it's like, what is it? What can Zod say about Drake other than the fact that I do love his shit? Now, if he goes to court and he gets found guilty, or compelling evidence comes out to where it's just like, you know, and he knew, you know what I mean? Or even if he didn't know it, he get found guilty for it, then he would be considered trash too. But at this time, I can say nothing about Drake outside the fact that, you know, he's just Drake, you know what I mean? And I mean, if somebody jumps on stage and you ain't got their age, you don't know. But like I said, if you get busted for it, that's just you. You should pay more closer attention. But yeah, I have nothing to say against Drake. You know what I mean? I'm just going to leave it at that. And hopefully it turns out to be bullshit, and that the chick wasn't no 17-year-old, that she was in fact of age. So, you know, because I understand that at some time that there is people that want to tear you down, and I can't say this is anything against him. And for the people that say anything about him being Jewish and getting off, and that'll be the case, you know, a lot of people don't like Drake because he's famous, you know what I mean? And because he's just, you know, he's out there, you know what I mean? And to do something with Drake is like, ooh, you know? So I'm not gonna attack that guy's character, because like I said, I don't know nothing about his case, but it is out there, and they are putting it out there, the fact that, you know, he did fondle a 17-year-old on stage. But I mean, who would be stupid enough to fondle a 17-year-old on stage in front of everybody at a major thing? You know, Drake don't do nothing small. Everything is major. So that one is kind of like, you know, them are warning bells. Some people are probably gonna come on here and be like, well, SPM. Well, SPM did it on a D-Lo. He didn't do it in concert, and you know, oh, it's a mistaken identity, and he had multiple times that he did it. So, you know, for anybody that's gonna jump on my page with that argument, forget about it. I'll just brush that shit to the side. I might even block you on some stupid stuff. But anyways, like I said, this ain't really about gossip. You know, I seen it and it just tripped me out how people be on social media and want to bash me for making comments, and then they can't, their comments are belligerent, you know what I mean? Borderline psychotic, I'm gonna catch you and gut you type weird stuff, you know what I mean? Like basically you're a groupie, you know what I mean? Understand, R. Kelly, to me, is trash. His music is bomb. I used to listen to it, but when he got all that other shit, I just dropped him. And I'll drop anybody that is has anything like that, you know what I mean? Especially somebody that continuously makes, you know, continues to not even make mistakes, continuously does the same shit. Every time he's doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, come on, dude. Like, you know, wake up and realize, this is what I want to say just to the community. It don't matter if he's black. It don't matter if he's white. It don't matter nothing. It's no attack on him because he's black. He just does grimy ass shit. That shit with Aaliyah should have let you know right there if he's willing to marry a 15-year-old. Just, you know, for the people that don't like it, go ahead and hold that L and understand that if you think that this is the right thing, then your morals are probably compromised too, and you might be a little suspect. And on that note, I'm your boy Zod. Oh, shout out to my boys from Texas, Houston, baby, Dallas, all day. You know that's how Texas do it. But anyways, shout out to my homies from the Valle, and you about to enjoy the rest of your night. And I'm out late.